Hello friends, hope you are doing well. Today we are going to study functions of commercial bank. It is from chapter number 4 business services under the banking service. In last video we studied the different types of bank, but we are going to study the functions of only commercial banks because commercial banks are more important from the point of view of business. So there are two types of functions of any commercial bank: primary function and secondary function. Primary functions are those functions which are the core, means fundamental functions of the bank. For example, the main purpose of bank is to accept deposit from the public and to grant loans and advances to the public. So, accepting deposit and giving loans are nothing but the primary functions of bank. Apart from this, bank also perform secondary functions which are known as agency functions or utility functions. So first we'll start with the primary functions. As I told you, primary functions are also known as the core banking functions because these are the basic and fundamental functions of bank. So the first function is accepting deposit. We know that commercial banks, they collect deposit from the public, and this deposit can be classified into two types: time deposit and demand deposit. So first we'll see the time deposit. Time deposit are paid after the expiry of decided time to the customer. So whenever we deposit this money, we cannot withdraw it before the expiry of decided time. The first one is the fixed deposit, which is popularly known as FD. Fixed deposit account is that account where we put fixed amount for a fixed period of time and we get fixed interest for it. Rate of interest is generally high for the fixed deposit as compared to the saving bank account. Here we cannot withdraw money before the maturity date. When we take fixed deposit, the bank is issued us a receipt and we have to keep this receipt, and when there will be the maturity period, then we have to produce the receipt and we'll get our money back. Even we can use this receipt to take the loan from the bank. Fixed deposit is a very good option for the investment. If we have some money in our hand, then we can invest it in fixed deposit, and that way our investment can increase rapidly. The second time deposit is the recurring deposit. Here we have to deposit a certain amount of money every month. So mostly recurring deposit is taken by the salary people or businessmen who have regular income. Suppose I am taking recurring deposit for 1 year for rupees 2000. That means for 1 year every month I have to deposit 2000 in my recurring account. Here I will keep depositing money but I cannot withdraw money. The money will be withdrawn only after the maturity, that is 1 year. The rate of interest is higher than the saving account but lower than the fixed deposit. Here we will get the separate passbook where all the entries will be done whenever we will deposit money every month. So slowly our investment will grow. In fixed deposit account, we put a fixed amount of money for the fixed period of time. But in recurring deposit, we deposit a fixed amount of money every month for a particular period. After time deposit, there is the demand deposit. See, there is the restriction to withdraw the money in the case of time deposit, means in fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Suppose I want to withdraw my money whenever I want, then I will open demand account. Here I can deposit money and withdraw money as per my wish. Whenever I need money, I will withdraw. Whenever I have excess money, I will deposit. And I can do that with the help of ATM cards, with the checks, and with the online transfer. So demand deposit a very good and helpful for the saving more money. The first demand account is the saving account. It is mostly operated by the common people and salaried people. The main aim is to encourage the saving habit among the people. These amounts are meant for the maximum saving. There are restrictions on withdrawal limit. That means in 1 month we can withdraw for a particular times only. These accounts carry very less interest rate. Interest is credited mostly after 3 years or 6 months or after a year. Similarly, we will get the passbook, checkbook, ATM card, that means debit card, and other facilities from the bank. We can save money for our dreams, for our house, for our future, or for education of the kids. So, saving account is a good source for the saving money. The bank provide different facilities to the saving account holder. There is one flexi deposit. This facility combines the advantage of saving account and a fixed deposit account. Whenever you save money for a particular time, it will automatically get shifted to the fixed deposit account and we will get the high rate of interest. Similarly, bank provide multiple option deposit account also. So whenever there will be excess amount after a particular limit, then it will automatically get transferred to the fixed deposit, and whenever there will be no fund available, then from fixed deposit it will get transferred to the saving bank account. So this multiple option deposit account is work as a recurring deposit, even as a fixed deposit, and even as a saving account. It is a very good option for the saving account. After saving account, there is the second type of account which is called as a current account. Current account can be opened by only business firms and commercial organizations. For example, hospitals, educational institutions, etc., who have the regular banking transaction. Current account cannot be opened by the salaried people. It can be only opened by the businessmen. There is no any restriction on deposit and withdrawal of amount. Any number of time we can deposit money and any number of time we can withdraw money. Bank will not pay any interest for current account, but we will get the overdraft facility. Now what is the overdraft facility? That I will explain you after some time. So for current account we don't get any interest, but we get the overdraft facility, and even there will be so many transactions. So bank will provide us statement of account every month. You can see here that overdraft facility is nothing but the easiest loan. Okay, so where we can take the loan immediately from the bank. We will talk about it later. Here we completed first primary function, that is accepting deposit in the form of different accounts. Now we are going to see the second primary function, granting loans and advances. Bank take deposit from the people and same deposit they give to the different people in the form of loans. So bank grants loans and advances to the business firms and even to the public whenever they need the fund. The loans are provided for the longer period of time, like 1 year or more, or loans can be provided for the shorter period of time, for example 4 months to 1 year. And these loans can be also given in the form of advances like cash credit, overdraft, and discounting of bill. So let us see. As you know that commercial bank, they provide loan to the businessmen and others. So here whenever we take the loan, the entire amount is sanctioned and can be withdrawn by the person, and interest will be charged on the entire amount. There will be three types of loan: short term, medium term, and long term. Short term loans are those loans which are taken for the period up to 1 year. So mostly to meet the working capital requirement, the businessmen take short term loans. Medium term loans are those loans which are taken for 1 year to 5 years. So mostly whenever we want to buy some fixed asset or whenever we want to meet the working capital requirement, we can take this loan. And there is the third type of loan, that is long term loan. So these loans are taken for period of 5 years or more, and mostly these type of loans are taken to buy the fixed asset. Advances are nothing but the small term fund which is provided by bank to the businessman. So whatever our different financial requirements are there, that can be satisfied. The first one is the cash credit. Cash credit is given to the current account as well as to the saving account holder. The interest rate is higher on cash credit. For cash credit, separate account is maintained. The second is overdraft. Just now we saw that overdraft facility is given to current account holder. This facility is not given to saving account holder, and mostly we can get the overdraft facility from 15 days to 16 days. Interest is also charged on the overdraft facility. No separate account is maintained. The entries will be done in current account only. So overdraft is the temporary arrangement for a short period. Suppose I have 5000 balance in my account. So under the overdraft facility, I can withdraw 10,000 from my account, though there is the balance of 5000. That means now my balance will go in negative, and then I will be have minus 5000 balance. How can I withdraw more than my bank balance? Just because of the overdraft facility. So overdraft facility means withdrawing money more than your bank balance. Of course you have to pay interest for it. The third one is the discounting of bills of exchange. You know what is the bills of exchange? Whenever there is the transaction on credit basis, means whenever the buyer buys something but payment is not made, then they prepare the bill of exchange. That means the buyer will give money to the seller in the future, and for that purpose they write the promissory note, which is known as the bills of exchange. Such bill of exchange can be discounted with the bank and we can get the advance. So before the due date of the bill of exchange, bank will take it and they will give us money, and whenever there will be the due date, the bank will recover money from the drawee. Of course, suppose the bill of exchange is prepared for 1 lakh, then bank will give us 90,000. That means the bill of exchange is discounted and we will get 90,000 immediately, and our financial requirement will be fulfilled. Whenever there will be the due date, the bank will recover 1 lakh from drawee, and in this case bank will earn 10,000 as a interest. After the primary functions, there are the secondary functions of the bank. Apart from accepting deposit and granting loan, bank also perform the secondary functions which are classified into two groups: agency functions and utility functions. Agency functions means bank work as an agent between the account holder and a third party, and utility functions means bank provides certain facilities to the account holder. So agency functions means bank act as an agent or representative to the account holder and to the third party. The first one is the periodic collection and payment. Bank will collect salary, dividend, interest or any type of income for the account holder. So here bank is act as an agent between the account holder and the third party. Also bank will make the payment of the different things, for example taxes, bills, insurance premium, rent, and in this way bank will collect the money on behalf of account holder and pay the money on behalf of account holder. For all these things the bank will charge a certain fixed amount, and then only they will provide these services. Portfolio management. You know that many people they buy and sell the securities like shares, bonds, debentures. So bank will buy these all securities on behalf of the client, and similarly bank will handle the portfolio of the client. So in this way, trading in securities, this facility can be also given by the bank under the agency function. Here bank act as an agent between account holder and a third party. The third one is the fund transfer. We know that commercial bank provide facility under which we can transfer fund from one branch to the another branch or from one bank to the another bank. So here bank help us to transfer the fund without any problem, any time in a day, any day in a week. The next one is the dematerialization. Dematerialization of mutual funds and units. In under this facility, bank will undertake the electronic transfer of shares in case of purchase or sale. The next one is the forex transaction. Forex means foreign exchange. So forex stands for the foreign exchange. A bank can purchase and or sell the foreign exchange or foreign currency on behalf of the account holder. So in this way a bank can purchase foreign currency from its client or they can sell foreign currency to the client. The second secondary function is the utility function. Here the commercial bank will offer or provide certain facilities to the clients. They are called as the utility functions. For example, demand draft and checks. The bank will issue draft or check through which the account holder can make the payment of money. Draft and checks are very common and bank charges communication for issuing the bank draft. Checks are also issued only to the account holders. The second utility is the locker facility. We know that this is a very common facility given by the bank. Bank provide lockers to the customers where they can keep all their valuables, documents and even the gold jewelry safely and properly. The third one is the project report. Whenever the new businessman start his business, he has to prepare the project report if he want to take the loan. And bank can help businessman to prepare the project reports. Similarly, if you want any loan from government authorities, then project report will help you to take the loan from the government authorities also. The next one is the gift check. Bank also issue gift check and gold coins to the account holder and even to the non-account holders. These gift check and gold coins can be used to give the gift on occasions of wedding, birthdays or festivals, etc. The next function is underwriting services. A bank may underwrite the issue of shares. If the shares are not fully subscribed, then underwriting bank agrees to take up the unsubscribed portion of the shares and then it sell it to the public. So underwriter facility can be provided by bank. Similarly, gold related services can be also provided under the utility functions. Nowadays, many banks are selling gold or even the gold jewelry to the customers and even they are providing advisory services in the terms of gold funds. So all these are functions performed by any commercial bank. Please subscribe my channel, like this video and share it with your friends. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment box. So see you soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you.